All right, everybody, welcome back to Food Deconstructed. Now it's time to taste. Now we brought on Chef BC Hoffman of Recipe Wars. We know each other from that show.
I know you.
I know, right? Well, BC, I'd like to tell you that I'm really excited to have you taste all 5 of these dishes in one, or 4 of these dishes in one cocktail. There's some of these dishes aren't as tasty as we've had on other episodes of Food Deconstructed. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Well, I'm excited.
And let you go. But first is first, we have some ice cream.
I like that. We're starting off with dessert first.
Of course, we have a cheeseburger ice cream. Now, normally I would just say taste it and tell me how it tastes, and I'll, kind of let you know how I thought it tastes, but I haven't had this one yet.
Okay.
And I haven't had this one because this is the one I was most scared of, so I figured.
What is it that we're jumping into here?
We have cheddar cheese and caramelized onion ice cream with a candied beef bacon and with a ketchup and bacon caramel sauce.
You know, I'm actually really excited to try the sauce.
Well, let's see how this goes. We're gonna both get into this. I needed some moral support with this.
Should I go for like everything at once?
Yeah, you have
should
to. It's a rule. You have to take
okay.
everything at once.
Lettuce too, or?
You can leave the lettuce.
Okay, good.
I mean, because I'm not a big lettuce fan of my cheeseburgers anyway.
I'm not a big fan of lettuce on my salad / Sunday / anything.
Well, let's see how this goes, huh?
This is chunky.
Bottoms up, BC.
You know,
Whoa.
surprisingly,
Yeah,
I actually kind of like it.
I do too.
I think I'm gonna go in for number 2 right here.
You know what,
Just so I can break it down.
I agree. I had to take a minute for my taste buds to settle down because I think they were so tense from fear about putting this in my mouth. And after they relaxed, this doesn't taste half bad.
So the ice cream is really good.
Yeah, the ice cream is good. The cheddar isn't really overpowering, at least for me. Neither are the onions. It actually is kind of a really sweet ice cream with just a hint of cheese.
The candied bacon,
Yeah,
burger bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me and bacon.
Yeah, you love it.
So.
You know what? I'm pleasantly surprised with this one. I should have tasted this one by myself. All right, well, so you think? Pretty good?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's put this aside.
I would possibly have that again.
All right, well, you know what? Since we went good, I'm gonna go with something.
There's alcohol in here.
There is alcohol in here, so that is one saving grace with this. Now, this is our cheeseburger cocktail. There is no real meat, but there is beef stock in this.
Okay.
Okay? Now, as well as some other ingredients.
So kind of like a Bloody Bull?
Pretty much, it's similar to a Bloody Mary, but with a little bit of rum inside.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna have you taste it and tell me everything you think about it.
I think I might need to have some water in between these.
Okay. Cleanse that palate. Now I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. This was 100% my least favorite dish out of all these dishes.
Well, I'm glad you let me start with the best one first.
Yeah.
I might have to go back to that. What's this on the bottom?
That would be a little bit of, looks like avocado in there, as well as some croutons.
Alrighty.
And then you also have a cheddar cheese chip. So what I would do is I would take the cheddar cheese chip off, because if you do drink it and you don't like it, at least you can bite into the nice cheddar cheese chip.
You can save the tomato and the cheese
just in case
for later.
So
maybe the pickle too.
But maybe you'll love it.
I'll have a little sandwich to go with my hamburger cocktail.
Don't cut yourself. I would.
It smells okay.
That was a good lie.
You know,
that's one more swig than I did, so more of a man than I am.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing per se. I wouldn't have gone with the rum.
Yeah.
I would have totally used like pepper vodka or something.
I think if we would have gone to vodka, definitely been more of that Bloody Mary with like a, that type of drink, which I think would have been better. I'm not a rum fan at all, so that might have been even more of an accentuator of why I didn't like this drink, but.
I would not order that again.
No.
That would not be a good hangover cure.
Yeah, don't drink this if
not
you're
on
hungover.
Sundays.
No. Not the best idea. All right, well, let's go into some cheeseburger pancakes. Now, this is just what we said. They're a cheeseburger pancake. Over the top is an avocado and ranch cream sauce. Kind of go along with the cheeseburger theme. Now, I actually like these. These were good to me. These were they were really a nice savory dish.
They treated you nicely.
They treated me nicely. They treated my mouth nicely.
Your palate thanked you for. So what's the actual base here?
So the base is obviously it's flour base where you know to create the pancake. But then there's also ground beef inside with some caramelized onions. So yeah, I mean, you know we're calling it obviously a cheeseburger pancake, but I would say it tastes more along the lines of a potato pancake, you know, per se. So use your hands.
Going in.
Go for it.
It's like Jimmy Dean all over again. I had this morning. No, yeah, it's got more flavor than Jimmy Dean's, I'll say that much.
It's good.
It's not bad.
No.
I gotta try this sauce though. That actually seems a little scary.
That was not as scary. It's a sour cream, ranch, and avocado sauce.
No, that works. Everything works really well.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? So, I'd say 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. I'd
so far so good.
Eat.
And this guy knows cheeseburgers. We did our cheeseburger recipe wars together. BC won. All right. Now next up is our cheeseburger souffle.
Yeah.
So the cheeseburger souffle, I liked. I was scared of this one as well, just because I wasn't really sure. Obviously we've done a souffle recipe wars together. So the souffles we made there were unbelievable, great desserts, but I'd never had a savory souffle. But this it's almost borderline falling over into like a quiche type thing.
Okay.
Now that we've added all the ground beef to it and the cheese, along with the egg whites and everything in there as well. And then on top of it is our ketchup sauce.
Sweet. Yeah. What's the ketchup sauce consist of?
Now the ketchup sauce is ketchup, molasses, malt vinegar, and some sugar.
Sweet. So like Ashton Kutcher would be saying, I put ketchup sauce on my ketchup sauce.
That's what he would say.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all.
I don't either. You know, I actually like it.
Yeah.
I've had savory souffles before, but I've never had a savory souffle with burger in there. So that's actually kind of cool. I've had like the plain like cheese or the plain mushroom or onion, but this is a new spin on it. It's definitely more quiche-like you said.
Yeah.
I definitely like the ketchup and the burger and the eggs and great breakfast.
Great breakfast dish. All right, we'll put this off to the side. Now, last but definitely not least, we have our cheeseburger sushi with our barbecue sauce drizzled over the top of it. Now, inside the sushi is flank steak, cheddar cheese, and onions, and obviously with rice and seaweed wrapped around it. Tell you about this one. I wished it had more of a cheeseburger flavor. I think it has potential. So I'd like you to taste it. Tell me maybe how you feel about it and what you would do differently.
You know what's funny is before I even bite into this, so Lolita, also one of our hosts on Recipe Wars, she actually, at the restaurant that she is the chef at, has a Wagyu beef roll.
Ooh.
Which, so right away I'm thinking, oh, I've had this before, but not with cheese or barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's a little different. So what I was really hoping for was the flank steak was really good on its own. So I was really hoping that flavor would shoot through, but it didn't. So taste it, tell me what you think, and maybe what you do differently.
Okay. I'm going for this one. Sure. The meat's a little less cooked.
Now also, while you're chewing on that, and see if you taste it, it's nothing bad. Inside the rice is actually, we put a little bit of ketchup in the rice as well to add just a little bit of that cheeseburger flavor to it. But again, I was hoping more flavor would come through, but sushi, give them time.
Takes a while to swallow and chew and process. You know, the dominant flavor on that is actually the nori itself.
Yeah, no, I agree. When I was eating it, I was like, I taste nori and rice. This is what I taste. I don't taste the inside.
Like, I know there's meat in there.
And it's really insane because you can see the meat and the cheese and the onion. I mean, it's pretty dominant in regards to what you're seeing, but
yeah, totally tastes just nori.
Yeah.
I bet you if you did what Lolita does and put the meat on top and then sear it, that would work.
Oh yeah, I think that would definitely add to it. I was saying that or maybe a different sauce to it. You know, obviously with any good sushi, you're always going to have great flavor inside the sushi, but the sauce that the chef makes.
I was going to say, you could have had eel in there and I wouldn't have even known because all you taste is the nori.
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
But the barbecue sauce, I mean, that's traditional barbecue sauce. Variation of barbecue sauce goes on the eel roll, so it's not bad, it's just bland.
Exactly, and I went that way. I was like, this is a completely bland dish. I was hoping for more, but that happens, you know? So again, so out of all these, was there one that reminded you more of a cheeseburger than any of them?
No. I mean, there were two that I really did enjoy.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say either of them were like very reminiscent of a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I would say that sundae, I mean, I would totally rock that at a restaurant. You know, if someone's like, hey, what would you put on your menu that's like just completely out there and wacky? I'd be like, cheeseburger ice cream sundae.
Yeah. I would have to agree. I think the sundae so I tasted that one just now. I think that was probably one of my favorites just because it was something different, but it still tasted good. It just added a lot of, you know, unusual flavors in my palate that just kind of came out.
And it had a bacon sauce with beef bacon.
It did. It did. But sadly, you can't always, you know, deconstruct a recipe into some amazing dishes. But I think we did pretty well overall. But BC,
rock it out.
Thank you so much. I will see you soon on Recipe Wars.
We'll be fighting.
Again, everybody, I'm Adrian Bustamante. You've been watching Food Deconstructed. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Want to take it home, BC?